So I often get asked how you make your NPC characters sound different from each other. And as a voice actor, that's actually something that I know. The most effective things that you can do is actually fairly simple. And the thing that did it for me to be able to really sound distinct for characters, I actually hired a vocal coach. He says that the intonations, the speaking patterns, and the location of the voice in the mouth is actually what does the most. And that can sound a little strange until you try it and experiment with it and get the feeling for it. So let me give you an example. Americans tend to have their voice all the way back in the throat, and this is one of the things that I think is the most interesting. I was hired for a job at one point where I had to learn to do an American accent, and I ended up getting fired from that job because I couldn't do it. I tried, I listened, I worked, until my then later vocal coach told me, well, you are forgetting to put the voice in the back of the throat. And I didn't understand what he meant. And then he said, just try speaking all the way from here. You have your voice in the middle of the throat. Just try getting it back. And what I noticed is, as soon as you put the voice back in the throat, then you're automatically starting to sound a little bit more American. Right now, I'm not trying to do any accent. I'm not trying to sound like an American. The only thing I've done is that I've put the voice back in my throat, because when you're starting to speak from there, then you automatically take on a lot of the mannerisms of the people who usually speak from there. And I was blown away by that. It's really interesting how little that can be done to actually get a lot of results. So what you need to learn to do distinct voices is that you need to learn to control where in the mouth the sound is coming from. Because are you talking like Peter Griffin, where the voice is both coming from down here and from the voice here? Or are you speaking like, well, I'm not an impressionist either, but Dr. Doofenshmirtz is all the way back here, all the way down here. And you have to notice where the voice is coming from. And by doing that, you will automatically learn how to do more distinct characters. So you can kind of apply that when you're talking like a sailor or some kind of that. Or if you're a very sneaky NPC, then you have kind of all the way up to the teeth, the voice from there. Or if you're a very relaxed person, then you're speaking from all the way back here. And then there are a lot of other things you can do in combination with that. But that's kind of the first step to making your characters or your NPCs sound distinct.